afternoon, Toni and Leah from Relative Excellence, live from Andermatt Swiss Alps. Thank you very much for taking the time to join today's webinar. Today I'm going to be really unpacking and doing a virtual walkthrough on this amazing investment and resort, the home of pioneers and adventure seekers. I'm super proud to present this project. Just to give you a little bit of background on myself and my team. I've been specializing in new developments for the last 25 years. Very, very honored to have an amazing team behind me in South Africa, a team of 80 agents in Cape Town. We're very excited to also launch our office now in Switzerland, in Zug, but myself actually doing this presentation and being in Andermatt the last 2 weeks, been coming up and down for the last 2 years to Andermatt, and I've really seen the growth and the vision unpacking in Andermatt. Our chairman, Paul Enderli, who started Relative Excellence close to 43 years ago, also being Swiss, obviously being my dad, very proud to have a Swiss passport and very fond of the country. But we've got an amazing track record specializing in new development strategies, commercial property investments offshore. So thank you for joining us. And a lot of people ask me, Tony, why Switzerland? To give you a little bit of a story, this picture is of the Limmat in Zurich. When I left school, I went to go live in Zurich, Switzerland for 2 years. I really got to know, even though that I've always been coming to Switzerland as a lightie, but living there, just really, I fell in love with the country, and really a lot of big elements of why I've moved across to Switzerland with my family, and it's really one of the most lowest unemployment ratios in the world, highest average salary in the world. I think it's the top 5 in the world, average salary in Switzerland. It's a very strong country. If you look at what's happening with Brexit in Europe, I think the Swiss franc is, it's stronger than the US dollar. I do think that it's going to get even stronger with what's happening in Europe and over the world. Where do you invest in? Switzerland is a neutral country. It is beautiful, and it works like clockwork. So really excited to unpack the value. Andermatt Swiss Alps shows it's a no-risk investment. It's a turnkey investment. There's no estate duty. It's limited stock, which I'll talk to you a little bit later. Low taxes, one of the lowest taxes in the world. The people are able to get mortgage bonds at around 1%, where in South Africa, a lot of our guests joining us today is from South Africa. We've got a few clients in Europe. So a lot of people in South Africa looking to diversify their portfolio. It's a great all-year destination. Just to really unpack that, it's beautiful in winter, don't get me wrong. I love my snowboarding, I love my skiing, but in summer, it's just out of this world. I'll unpack and show you the journeys that we've had here with my own kids, hiking, mountain biking, going to the beautiful lakes, being close to Italy, being close to the cities, absolutely magnificent. I've told you why the strong Swiss economy, and Andermatt offers some solid returns and some really good capital growth. And one of the biggest elements is why you always have to have a diversified portfolio. Cape Town will always be home for me. I'm going to be traveling back and forth every month with my amazing team in Cape Town. But one of the biggest elements is the South African Rand. If you take it from 2011 to 2020, the Rand linked to inflation in South Africa, unfortunately, decreases every year. If you look at the Rand Swiss franc at the moment, it's trading at around 18.90, so 18 Rand 90 to a Swiss franc. This chart that I showed at my last webinar was closed at 17.64. So really, in the last 3-4 weeks, it's depreciated again. So it's always good to spread your risk. If you own a lot of property, Cape Town is the most amazing place to live. The lifestyle is out of this world, but at the same token, you can live in Cape Town and not own all your properties in Cape Town. So a lot of our clients, we teach, have your A-grade properties. We actually do a analysis on what good properties are, if they're giving you a good return, is it getting good capital growth, and that's in the lower price brackets in South Africa. I still think that there's a big demand and opportunity there, but it is a very good time to invest offshore. Andermatt itself, it used to be an old army town, and it's where all the guys in the Swiss Army went to go train. And a developer, Sammy Severis, came to this beautiful town, and he saw an amazing opportunity to really, the Granite Mountains and this village being at 1,444 meters as a ski resort and being close to Italy and Zurich. He really saw a good opportunity to buy a piece of land in this valley, and he really made a deal with the Swiss government saying, listen, I believe that we can create something really, really special here, but for me to do that, I need to have an opportunity for foreigners to buy here. So if you don't know, you as a foreigner cannot buy residential property in Switzerland. So they don't want foreigners owning a lot of property in Switzerland because they will only be here in season, and they don't want like ghost town. So he made a special deal with the government that foreigners can buy property. There's no restrictions on owning property in Andermatt. It's separate title, meaning that there is no leases on land or anything. You buy it, you own it, you can put it in any capacity, you can put it in your name, company, or trust. There's low taxes. And at the end of the day, it really boils down to he spent over 2 billion Swiss francs on infrastructure in this new town. And it's been really well taken up. The Swiss, 15 years ago thought, well, this crazy man, is he going to be able to pull it off? And, for us being involved for the last 2 years, I can truly say I've seen the investment. Paul, our chairman, has been here a few times as well. You can see the investment. And the crucial thing is it's so close. So from Zurich Airport, it's 2 hours. To the Italian side, it's close, it's central. Other ski resorts takes you 4 to 5 hours to get there. And if you're traveling from, from South Africa and you've got a 10-hour flight, you don't want to get into another train now for 4 to 5 hours. So very well centralized, very close. We've taken a few day trips to Italy, to Milano, to Lake Como, and it's absolutely amazing to do that. Sammy Severis, Egyptian billionaire who's invested, he's the majority shareholder of Andermatt Swiss Alps, and his development company is Orascom Development. He only develops mega resorts, so he's got a big track record. He's self-invested in the development, and they've done all the hard work. Just to unpack what Andermatt consists of, so you've got the old town of Andermatt. The first development which they've developed was the Jetty Hotel. The Jetty Hotel, 5-star luxury hotel, voted #1 5-star hotel in Switzerland. So that was the lighthouse. That was what started and put Andermatt on the map. And then that is the old town. So the old town has actually been revamped. You've got these beautiful cobbled streets with restaurants and terraces. And truly being here, a lot of clients have asked me, Tony, what is it like with COVID? And actually, COVID has actually blown their markets up. And the reason why I say that is a lot of people in Europe, or especially Switzerland, Germany, Italy, would traditionally do long-haul flights. And all the people from the city have actually come up into the Alps. And we find that there's a very big trend on people changing their lifestyles into the healthy lifestyle. They'll go for a hike rather with their kids. They'll go mountain biking. And just to get away from the city. And that's what I truly love about Andermatt. It's not a mega city in a ski resort. It's a boutique, beautiful little town. It's got a lot of tradition. It's got a lot of history, a lot of heritage. And then you've got the new town, which they're developing, which I'll unpack shortly for you. So Andermatt Swiss Alps is not something that is going to be built. This has already been developed. The infrastructure has already been built. They've already put in mega money into it. So to date, they've got the Jetty Hotel, which is 5-star. They've got the Radisson Blue, which is a 4-star, which is completed. Their whole vision is to create a town without cars. The whole development is built on top of a basement. So when you come in, you park your car. And when you park your car, you don't use it again. You either hike, walk, cycle, or ski in, ski out. To date, they've handed over 12 apartment blocks and 6 new apartment blocks under construction of a total of 42. There's one chalet that's been built of 28 freestanding plots on the little River Royce. The concert hall of 700 seats has been developed and finished. It's been fully booked with the most amazing concerts, best orchestras from all over the world. plus the new train station that is being completed. This is a drone that I took this previous week of the new blocks that are under construction. They're building left to right, so when you're here, you don't feel like you're in a construction site. Everything has been developed and finished. The Jetty Hotel, 5-star, 123 rooms, Michelin star restaurants, gym, pool, the most amazing setup. It's probably one of the most amazing hotels I've ever been to. It's got an international awards and best hotel in Switzerland, and that's, you know, the Swiss Hotel School is, you know, one of the best in the world. So for the Swiss to get this as the best 5-star in Switzerland, you got to know it is spectacular. Beautiful spas. Then you got the Radisson Blue, 244 rooms, also spa, pool, more of a family, but really upmarket, trendy, really great facilities, indoor pool, sauna, everything overlooking the Alps. Absolutely amazing. The console that is opened, it's breathtaking, best acoustics for, you know, 700 seats. Then you look at this magnificent view of the golf course. So right now, at the moment, we've got apartment house Enzian. Enzian, its units ranging from about 775 to 1.7 million. Then apartment house Ava, which is under construction as well. What's very important to note, which is absolutely amazing, they've chosen the best architects from all over the world. So it's not one architect developing the whole village. It's unique. Each building has got different styles, and they're keeping into with wood and stone and glass to really link into the surroundings of the Alps. They don't want this, you know, horrible construction to really detriment the look and the feel of the resort. So everything blends into the development. Apartments frame. This was launched, 70% sold out within 2 weeks, and Andermatt is really becoming the destination for really top world athletes. We've just Ariane Luthi, which is world champion mountain biking with France class, is here for 2 weeks, and they've used it. I've got an interview with her tomorrow in the mountains, and the reason why they've come here is, firstly, altitude training is very important to get away from the hustle and the bustle in the cities and to really focus. So Apartments Frame was really created for, you know, the young, trendy, also athletes and the guys wanting a small space in the Alps. So this was really well taken up, units from 27 square meters to 72 square meters. They started construction this week. It's going to be completed December 2021, and there's massive growth. And these units, you know, you got the sauna, you've got bike rooms, really trendy design. And it just showcases the differential between the design on each building. The new apartment block that we're launching now, Alma, and what is very important to note, because the development of its scale is they won't launch everything to the market at the same time. So these 4 blocks offer something unique and completely different to different clients and different people. So we've had a few clients that have bought purely for investment and growth, because they want to get the money into Swiss francs, number one, because it's a strong currency, global currency, one of the best in the world. Number 2, they want to get solid returns. Yes, you're not going to get the 9 and 10% yields. You're going to get around a 3% yield, but between 5 and 10% capital growth. So if you're looking at a long-term investment, if you're looking at a strong, stable investment, you can't get better than Andermatt. To give you indication, when they started, the Andermatt development, they were selling at around 8,000 Swiss francs per square meter. They're now selling between 14 and 16,000 francs a square meter, and that is coming to the point that they don't release everything to the market. They'll do 3 to 4 blocks a year, finish it, complete it, and then they'll release the next 4. So everyone who's invested has the potential of the upside and the growth of the actual development. So before I get to that slide, what is it very, very important, if you buy a property in Andermatt for investment, you're not able to Airbnb it, you can't try and market it yourself. Everything goes through Andermatt Swiss Alps, because the booking system runs through them, the management goes through them. So if you're looking to rent a property in summer or winter, you would have to go through Andermatt Swiss Alps. You would book an apartment either, you know, for 1, 2, or a family of 5. Then you wouldn't be able to choose which block you want to get sorted, so everyone gets a fair share, which fills up the resort. Like I said, Andermatt has been extremely busy. The Jetty Hotel with 5-star luxury, a lot of people thought, oh, they must be struggling. They increased their input by 60% compared to last year because people wanted to treat themselves. People want to get out of the cities. People want to have this sort of lifestyle. Radisson Blu, full. The town is full. The terraces are busy. There's a vibe. It's absolutely amazing. And for me, to see that and experiencing what's been happening in South Africa, it is absolutely amazing. So any client that is interested in investing in Switzerland, it's depending on what you're looking for. If you're looking to buy for a lifestyle and investment where you're going to come up a month or 2 months in summer or a month in winter, then the balance can be rented out. Obviously, your return will be less. Or you're just looking purely at investment, we will unpack what the best opportunity for you. So the Courtyard residence, we offer a guaranteed 3% net return, and we manage everything for you. Andermatt Swiss Alps manages it. If something breaks, they fix it, they clean it. So if you look at this graph here, they charge a 20% operational cost for them to manage the property. So if you're looking at 365 days a year, if you want to use it 30 days, they're promising a 40% occupancy ratio. At the moment, Andermatt Swiss Alps is running at a 50%. So we rather under-promise and over-deliver. So there's a few clients that are looking at buying in Andermatt. It's depending on what sort of value you're looking at. We are also creating small little investment funds. So if someone in South Africa has got 2 million or 3 million, they can invest in a company and get the return, get a Swiss bank account, and have foreign currency. If you're looking from an individual point, I'll do a one-on-one and unpack what the best opportunities and what you're looking for, because everyone is looking for something different. This is a very exciting slide, and this just shows the buy activity. Where are the buyers coming from? Who's buying? Who's investing? And if you look at the slide, 64% of this development has been bought by Swiss. Now, Swiss are very reserved people. They're very to the point. They check, they cross-check, and they're world-renowned on that. So for 64% of this development to be bought by Swiss, you've got to know that people have got confidence in it. They believe it's a solid investment, it's a long-term. And right now, it's a lot easier because we can showcase the investment that all the ski lifts are new train stations, new restaurants, and the population growth in the town has gone from 1,000 people to close to 1,600 people living in the town. So they've created jobs, they've created opportunities. And then Germany, Italy, UK, so 15% of the market from Europe because it's close. And then we have had quite a few South Africans, a few from China and Egypt, and then balance the rest of the world. What's coming up down the line? There's a family hotel which will be opening in 2023, 164 rooms. This will be an all-inclusive hotel, food, ski pass, 100-meter water slides, climbing walls. It will be surrounded by families and kids. So this is very exciting for the village. In winter, and it is absolutely a mind blow. No cars. Everyone, you can ski down. You got fat. You got e-bikes, and you got your little Baselli restaurant, ski shop, mountain bike shop. So everything that is needed. There's a new English pub that's opening up now in season in November. So it's very, very exciting. Everything is built on the basement. So you drive in, you don't see cars, you leave your car, and you have a great experience. Chalets that are being built are really modern, trendy, but still Swiss chalets. One of the most important things that I believe is a massive asset is the development is sustainable. So all the electricity generated for the town is wind turbine and water. So off the grid, really, all the heating is by a wood fire plant just down the line. So the whole development is sustainable. The golf course, if the golfers are out there, any of the South Africans know Fan Court. Fan Court, one of my favorite golf courses. This is Fan Court in the Alps, guys. Voted #1 golf course in Switzerland for the last 5 years. It's a championship golf course. It is out of this world. The clubhouse which is developed is just absolutely amazing. And one of their major partners is Audi. Audi golf carts at 30,000 Swiss francs a piece. So you've got to know you're going to have a great experience. And I can just truly say from being here, this is my brother and my youngster on fat bikes, which e-fat bikes going into the Alps, hikes, walks, lakes. If you didn't know, James Bond Goldfinger 007 was made in Andermatt. The chase is in the Gotthard Pass. Very world renowned for sports cars coming to the Gotthard Pass to Italy. The best mountain bike in the world. So from a lifestyle point of view, I believe that this is really one of the best places to train and have a healthy lifestyle. The ski arena, one of the biggest in Switzerland, 180 kilometers of skiing. So being in Andermatt, you're linking up to 3 different valleys. So without getting in a train, you can ski from piste to piste, 180 kilometers. So out of this world. Skiing, there's the upper ski. If you're tired of skiing and you want to get into the upper ski train, it's got a DJ bar, absolutely really good fun. All the good new restaurants. There's a new Italian restaurant. They give the best spring water. My kids was like the best water in the world. They've just opened a 5-star Japanese restaurant on top of the Guch, the most amazing views, and just activities in winter. Free skiing, it's voted top 10 in the world off-piste skiing, and there is just so much activities to go through. The new train station that was developed and finished and completed, they actually had to build another 58 apartments for all the staff working in Andermatt. So it's really been an amazing success story, which will go from strength to strength. What we're offering our clients is any clients that are interested in viewing Andermatt. Obviously with COVID has been a little bit more different for our South Africans. We had 20 South Africans coming here in July for a mountain bike retreat with Arianuti, which will be postponed till next year. But we are invited all our clients to come through either December or March to come experience 5 nights in Andermatt Swiss Alps. These are the photos I took from last season. This is my camera. This is not marketing photos. These photos have not been edited. We had close to 24 hours of snowfall and 1.5 meters in the Old Town. Old Town, beautiful little church squares, restaurants, rivers, really linking up to the valley. That's friends of ours. Mark on the right-hand side, Mark Fjerg is head of sales at Andermatt. Absolutely amazing to see and have the relationship with that type of partnership here in Andermatt Swiss Alps. That is the old village, in the Old Town. Hotel Sauna, one of my famous restaurants. The owner of the restaurant is 99 years old. Having dinner there, she will not leave until the last guest is left. So absolutely amazing. So that is Andermatt unpacked to show you what has been built, what has been developed, what is coming down the line. And it really is, our job is to really look at the best opportunities globally for our clients. And I truly believe this is one of the best opportunities that will never happen again. And the reason why I say that is that what has been designed has been designed. Nothing else can be, after the development's finished, they can't now rezone for more units. So whatever's developed now is developed. So really excited. If there's any questions, there is a team on the ground to help with trusts and companies, to help on taxes, to open your Swiss bank account. If you want to run a company through and own a property, we've got tax structures, and we'll have a one-on-one meeting with you on that. So I would like to open the floor for any questions, or if you prefer to have a one-on-one with me, I am available either on phone, or we can have a Zoom call for any directed questions with regarding to investment. But I will open for any questions. If you would like to ask any questions, stick up your hand. I'll open the floor. If you would prefer to do that more in person with me, one-on-one, there would be no problem with that. Right, guys. Well, listen, I would like to thank everyone for joining in today's presentation. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it informative. For me, it's very important And the reason why we've moved here is to actually be on the ground for our clients. Andermatt Swiss Alps got a very strong team, with Mark being local from the area, has been in the project, for the last 5 years. And one of the ex-CEOs of the development company came here last week, and he got goosebumps, and it was quite emotional to actually see the growth and the scale that this development's got to. So I'm very excited to be part of it. I'm on the ground here in Andermatt Swiss Alps to help any clients from a language barrier. Everyone speaks English anyway. But thank you for your time, for joining us today. And I look forward to helping you on your offshore investment. And if you've got any questions, I'll be on call via email or Zoom. Thanks very much, and have a great long weekend.